Hi students, how are you? I hope each one among you are doing great and well. Welcome to Supnit's classes. This is Rahmat Latif, your biology educator. In this video, we are going to learn about breathing and exchange of gases. We learned about some, what we call it as breathing capacities. Like we learned about tidal volume, we learned about inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume. We learned about residual volume, so on and so forth in our previous session. If you didn't watch that video yet, go and check that session. Only then you will get this session. Okay. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, this is inspiratory capacity. Let's learn about inspiratory capacity. Please learn from, gain the concept. Inspiratory capacity. Capacity of inspiration, right? It is the total volume of air a person can inspire, not only expire. You don't have to do anything with expiratory capacity because here we are talking about inspiratory capacity. That means it's the total volume of air a person can inspire after a normal expiration. See, I am normally expiring, right? And now it's my capacity. Either I can normally inspire or I can inspire forcefully. That means it will include tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Okay, I'll write it here. Inspiratory capacity. It's total volume of air a person can inspire after normal expiration, not after forcible expiration. Okay, it includes tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. This is inspiratory capacity. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. Now we will talk about expiratory capacity. Expiratory capacity is just like inspiratory capacity. Okay, total volume of air a person can expire after normal inspiration, not forcible inspiration. Okay, okay. Now it's expiratory capacity. I'll write down the definition. Total volume of air a person can expire after normal inspiration. It is TV plus ERV, tidal volume plus expiratory reserve volume. That will come under expiratory capacity. Okay, now after this we learned in our previous session, we learned residual volume. In this video, in this session, we are going to learn about functional residual capacity. I'll erase it. We will learn about functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity. It means, see, just learn with the, just try to gain the concept. Functional means working. Residual, residue, which is inside us, which is inside our lungs. That means it's that functional, that residue inside us which is functional, which is working. Okay, that means volume of air that will remain in the lungs after normal expiration. This includes expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume, ERV plus RV. And the definition is volume of air that will remain in the lungs after normal expiration. Volume of air that will inside lungs even after normal expiration. Okay, I hope this concept is clear about functional residual capacity. It includes expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Okay, let me erase it. Okay, see, now we have vital capacity. Let's study what do we mean by vital capacity. Vital capacity means maximum volume of air a person can breathe in after forced expiration. Here we had total volume of air a person can inspire after normal expiration. Normal, okay? But here vital capacity means maximum volume of air a person can breathe in, similar to inspiratory capacity. But here the difference lies in forced expiration. Here it was normal expiration, here it is forced expiration. Okay, I'll write down the definition. Maximum volume of air a person can inspire after not normal expiration, that will come under inspiratory capacity, after forcible expiration. Okay, I hope this concept is clear, and it includes ERV, RV, TV. It includes ERV, TV, IRV, ERV, TV, IRV, expiratory reserve volume, inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume. Okay, I hope this concept is clear, right? Vital capacity contains both. In vital capacity, we have both. Either maximum volume of air a person can inspire or expire after forcible expiration or inspiration respectively. Inspiration respectively. Okay. I hope this concept about vital capacity is clear, right? Okay. This was all about inspiratory capacity, expiratory capacity, functional residual capacity, vital capacity, total. Now we have total lung capacity. Total lung capacity include all of them. Total lung capacity, it includes inspiratory capacity, residual volume, tidal volume, vital capacity, expiratory reserve volume, tidal volume. It includes everything. Okay. I hope this concept is clear about all of these capacities, right? Inspiratory capacity simply means total volume of air a person can inspire after normal expiration. This includes tidal volume and inspiratory reserve volume. Similarly, expiratory capacity is like this. Then we have functional residual capacity, volume of air that will remain in the lungs after normal expiration. This includes expiratory reserve volume plus residual volume. Then we have vital capacity. It includes maximum volume of air person can breathe in after forced expiration. This includes ARV, TV and IRV, or the maximum volume of air a person can breathe out after forced inspiration. Then we have total lung capacity, total volume of air accommodated in the lungs at the end of a forced inspiration. This includes RV, ERV, TV and IRV, or vital capacity plus residual volume. This is all about the capacities. Okay, I hope this concept about capacities is crystal clear. Now we will see where exchange of gases takes place. As I already mentioned in my previous session that exchange of gas took place in alveoli, right? That's why it's known as exchanging part. One we had conducting part, and another one we have exchange. part. Conducting part includes all the parts right from nostrils to bronchioles. Then that is conducting part. And what is the function of conducting part? Conducting part just bring the air to the body temperature. It just clarifies the foreign particles. Moreover, what conducting part do? It just transports the air from atmospheric air to the alveoli, and through on alveoli exchange of gases took place. So we can say alveoli are the primary sites for exchange of gases. Alveoli are the primary sites of exchange of gases, right? Then what happens? Now exchange of gases occur between blood and tissues. First of all, main point where main area where exchange of gases took place, it's alveoli. But exchange of gases also occur between blood and tissues, right? Exchange of gases also occur between blood and tissues. So oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged by simple diffusion, mainly based on pressure or concentration gradient. I'll try to explain here. Say for example, these are two sites, site A, site B. Here concentration of oxygen is much higher than this site B. Site B have this much concentration. So the oxygen will flow in this direction in concentration gradient, right? From higher concentration to lower concentration. Similarly, say for example, here we have carbon dioxide, not oxygen. It will also move in this direction from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, I hope this concept about exchange of gases is clear. That means exchange of gases took place through simple diffusion, right? It took place through simple diffusion. Great. Okay, moreover, it's not only based on this diffusion, right? It depends upon the solubility of gases as well. How much gas is soluble? How much gas is soluble, as well as thickness of the membrane. Say for example, here thickness is very high. Here thickness is like this. So it would be very difficult for gases to move into the direction. Why? Because there is lot of thickness here, and because of this thickness, what happens? Gas is not ready to move in that direction. Okay, because of thickness. That means thickness is also a criteria due to which we can say that thickness of membrane is also a criteria which we can say that which we can say that it can affect movement of gases, right? I hope this concept is clear. That means first of all, pressure or concentration gradient is can affect the movement of gases. Similarly, solubility of gases can affect the movement of gases. Thickness of the membrane can affect the rate of diffusion or movement of gases. Okay. Now pressure contributor. Now each gas, for example oxygen and carbon dioxide, they have their own pressure. So we can say that pressure contributed by an individual gas in a mixture of gases is called partial pressure of that particular gas. You might have learnt this in chemistry. Pressure of individual gas in a mixture of gases is known as partial pressure. Is known as partial pressure. Pressure of individual gas in a mixture of gases is known as partial pressure, right? So partial pressure can be denoted by like this. Partial pressure of oxygen is denoted by PO2. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide, PCO2. This is partial pressure of carbon dioxide. This is partial pressure of oxygen. Okay, I hope this concept is clear, right? Partial pressure, partial pressure of oxygen is like this. partial pressure of carbon dioxide can be written like this: PCO2. Okay, I hope this concept about partial pressure is clear. Similarly, now we need to move oxygen from alveoli to blood, through blood to tissues, through tissues to cells. Similarly, carbon dioxide is, you know, has to be moved in the opposite direction, not in the same direction. Like, we can't move carbon dioxide from alveoli to blood, blood to tissues, tissues to cells. But in what can we do? We can move carbon dioxide, which is produced during catabolic reaction of when oxygen break down the molecules like glucose, amino acid, fatty acid. During that catabolic reaction, carbon dioxide is produced. So we can move carbon dioxide from blood, blood to tissues, tissues to alveoli. Okay, and solubility of carbon dioxide is higher than oxygen, 20 to 25 times higher than the oxygen. Please remember, this is very important point. As students think that solubility of oxygen is higher, no, it's solubility of carbon dioxide which is higher, 20 to 25 times higher than the oxygen. Solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than that of oxygen. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. So, it has partial pressure much higher than oxygen. So diffusion also depends on the thickness of the membrane, as I already mentioned, and diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers. Diffusion membrane is made up of three major layers, namely thin squamous epithelium of alveoli, endothelium of alveolar capillaries, and basement substances in between them. Diffusion membrane is made like this: 1, 2, and in between 3. Okay, diffusion membrane is made up of three layers. One is thin squamous epithelium of alveoli, then we have endothelium of alveolar capillaries, and in between they have basement membrane. Like this, in between they have basement membrane. So we can say they are made up of three layers: thin squamous epithelium, blood capillaries, thin endothelium of alveolar capillaries, and basement substance which is present between them. They might be seen here, they are three layers. Oh my god, their thickness is much higher, right? But no, their thickness is much less than a millimeter. Their thickness is much less than a millimeter. Therefore, all the factors in the body are favorable of diffusion of O2 from alveoli to tissues and CO2 from tissues to alveoli. Please remember this. Their thickness is less than 1 millimeter. So don't say that how will diffusion take place. It's very easy because thickness is not that much higher. Carbon dioxide moves from tissues to alveoli. Similarly, oxygen will move from alveoli to tissues. Carbon dioxide will move from tissues to alveoli. Oxygen will move from alveoli to tissues. Okay, I hope this concept about breathing and exchange of gases is clear, how exchange took place, how they are related, how gases exchange took place, how which factors affect the rate of movement or rate of diffusion. It's thickness of the layer, it is diffusion of the pressure or concentration gradient, it is thickness, it is solubility of gases. I hope this concept is clear. I'll meet you in any other interesting session. Till then, goodbye, take care, thank you so much.